Alright, I have a new microphone, and this is a new video. It's a tier list video, where we're going to be ranking every single weapon except for the secret grenade. We're not going to rank the secret grenade. So, this video, we're going to be ranking every blue stratagem weapon, like the AMR here. We're going to be ranking the primaries, the secondaries, and we're going to be ranking grenades, except for the secret grenade, and like weapons. We're going to be ranking weapons. So first of all, I don't know how these are ordered, by the way. First of all, we're going to go with the commando. Now, it's worth noting, these aren't just ranked based on how good they are. It's based on a lot of stuff, really anything. Like how iconic they are, how good they are is a factor. How cool they look, you know, how do I like them? What niches do they fulfill, and how well do they fulfill that? How good are they at the things they're not good at, if that makes sense? We're going to be ranking everything, and I think the tiers are self-explanatory. So, first of all, the commando. This is not the spear, this is the commando. I know they have very similar icons, but the commando, it's an expendable rocket launcher. I like anti-tank. I like bringing anti-tank because this is obviously for bots. Everything we say about this channel is for bots. We're a bot-focused faction. So I'm going to put this in B tier because it is my favorite expendable weapon, but I don't like expendable weapons. I prefer to have something that's just on my back constantly. So we're going to put this here. 4 rockets is pretty good. They're guidable, which is kind of cool. However, you know what? I think I'm actually going to put it in A tier, because this is a reference to Arnold Schwarzenegger's Commando, where he uses the 4-barreled rocket launcher. So we're actually going to put it in A tier, just because of that. Next up, we got the AMR. Now, the AMR, this is a really good stratagem weapon. I haven't used it as much as I would like to. I'm a hardcore recoilless main right here. We're gonna put it also in A tier. It's got good ammo economy. It does its job well, but I feel like its job is a little niche because it doesn't have enough anti-tank to be real anti-tank. Like it can deal with hulks, but not like tanks or striders. So it doesn't have true anti-tank, more like semi-anti-tank. It definitely has a good niche, and it is good at fulfilling that niche. But outside of that niche, it's not very good. That makes sense? I feel like that didn't make sense, but at the same time, that made sense, right? Okay. The Liberator. I will not stand for anybody saying this is like a B tier weapon. Listen, the Liberator is awesome. It is a fantastic weapon. It's extremely fun to use, in my opinion. And it's very iconic. It's the Liberator. It's the base weapon. It is absolutely fantastic. This is a weapon that is completely underrated, and you need to use it more. Yeah, you. Next up, we got the Liberator. I believe this is called the Liberator Carbine. Yeah, I haven't used every weapon on this list, to be frank. I don't have every war bond. This, I know what it is, though. This is like a closer range, higher damage, but more recoil. And I'm going to put it in S tier. We're going to put it in S tier. Because higher damage is good. It's almost like an SMG. It really is like an SMG. It's good for close range. Actually, yeah, we're going to put it in A tier. Just because it isn't fantastic or a standout. But it is very much good in close range. But outside of CQB, it's just lame. Speaking of lame, it just sucks. It just has no DPS, and it staggers, but stagger is honestly, like, useless. It's not stagger, like I would rather use the Liberator than the Liberator Concussive, because I'm not going to explain what the weapons do, by the way. Look it up. Go on the wiki. Use them yourself. I don't know. I don't have time. But, like, this is gonna be a long video. But, like, the Liberator, you kill things, and with the Concussive, you stun them. But why would you stun them when you can kill them? Like, are you taking prisoners? Like, what are you doing? And next up, it's kind of in the same vein as is the Liberator Penetrator. I maintain that this thing is not good. It is a crutch. In my opinion, it is a crutch for people who can't hit weak points because it does less damage. And even if you have the Liberator Penetrator, if you're fighting a Devastator, you should still be aiming for the skull. You know why? Because even if you have Armor Penetration, it deals more damage. Now, this Armor Penetration also helps it take down stuff like the, what's it called? Like Class 1 Automatons, you know. But, you know, that's not worth the minute damage you lose. It really isn't. And next up, we got what is my personal favorite primary weapon. So we're going to automatically go to General Brash's personal weapon. I'm not General Brash, but I do love this weapon. This is the Tenderizer. This thing is the Liberator, but it like works out more often. Like it's just like a slightly better Liberator. Lower ammo economy in favor of more damage and lower recoil and higher fire rate, if you want to set it to that too. Not bad. It's just my personal favorite. I also think it looks cool. So that's why it's going in there. And after that, we got the Arc Thrower. If you main the Arc Thrower, you have most likely killed more friends than bad guys. Because this thing racks up friendly fire like never before. You know, I'd say it's even worse. No, it's not as bad as the Tesla Towers, but it is bad. And it kind of forces your team to play around you instead of trusting you. And honestly, the same goes with the Arc Blitzer, because that's the primary weapon of the Arc Thrower. And yeah, it's just team killing all day. Next up, we got the Autocannon. Now, this is S tier because it is second best at everything. It's not the best in anti-tank, but it is the second best at anti-tank. It's not like the best at killing chaff, but it's the second best at killing chaff. It's the second best at everything. It's got good ammo economy, good damage. It's got good everything. It's a very simple weapon to understand, and if you're just starting out, absolutely use the Autocannon 100%. It's fantastic. And you know what else is fantastic? The BR-14 Educator. This thing is just good. It's really good. It does it's like a light. It's a diet MG. You know, it's one of the biggest reasons why Democratic Detonation is just so powerful. And it just does a lot of damage, good fire rate, good ammo economy too, and medium armor penetration, but it doesn't trade damage for medium armor penetration, unlike some weapons, so it is actually good at what it does. Next up, the Break Action Shotgun. Now, if you have not used this, it's most likely because you don't know what it is. It is not selectable in the stratagem menu, and you actually have to, find it. And it's not very good. It's C. It's not this bad because at least you're not killing your teammates. But the ammo economy is mid as hell. You get 2 shots before needing to reload. And it's just not what I would consider a good weapon. I'm not even going to talk about the exploding crossbow. This is a situation where I agree with Kamazar Kai here. He's talked at length about that, so really, if you want to know more about the explosive crossbow, go watch Kamazar Kai. Now, the axe. The hatchet. I'm going to put this in B tier, just because of how fun it is to use, and it has certain niche against fighting, chaff, especially on stealth. Fighting chaff, you just want get off my back. That's what it is. It's a get off my back tool. However, I would not consider it to be as good as the Stun Lance. And by the way, we're not classifying. There are some new weapons that just released in the new War Bond recently. We're not doing those just because I have literally zero data on them. But I hear they're not very good. The Stun Lance also kind of functions as a get off my back weapon, but where the hatchet functions as a get off my back weapon. Someone needs to make an acronym for that. where it actually kills the things. This thing just stuns them so you can run away. It's literally like the Tomahawk is the Liberator, and this guy is the Liberator Concussive. And slightly better than that is the Stun Lance, because it has higher range and I think higher damage. Someone needs to fact check me on that. Which makes it better at its job, really. Next up, the Expendable Anti-Tank. We're going to put this in S tier. We're going to put it in A tier. Here's the reason. I talked about this with the Commando. I don't like expendable weapons. I don't like them. I prefer to just have that secure feeling of something on my back at all time than, oh my god, there's a Hulk in the distance. Let me wait 5 seconds for my stratagem to get here. Yeah, it's just better to have a recoilless, honestly. But I can't deny this is really good. Especially because you can kind of keep it with another stratagem and have 2, kind of. And you're a great support to your team if you're bringing this. Genuinely a good stratagem, even if I don't like it. It's just, my personal opinion. Which I know putting your opinion on the internet is practically suicide, but here I am. The Flam 66. I don't hear enough people talking about this weapon for what it is. It is a flamethrower in your primary slot. Coolest thing ever. S tier alone. Absolute cinema. Whatever you want to call it. It is really good. Purely because it's awesome and it's cool. However, it's not as cool to have it in your stratagem slot. I don't know why. I don't know why making it a primary is cool. Making it a flamethrower isn't. But honestly, both of these weapons just aren't great against bots. Actually, we'll move it down to B tier. Both of these weapons just aren't great against bots. I mean, like, it works. You can kill stuff with this. But really, what are you doing? Like, what? It's a flamethrower. It's best used on every other faction, but against bots, which is what we're basing this off, D10 bots, it's just not that great. It's just mid. It's mid. It's B tier. It's mid. Smoke grenades. Why? I still don't understand this weapon. Smoke isn't good for stealth, okay? It's extremely overrated. Because, like, they still shoot you through it, in my experience. Like, it does nothing. And it can't destroy fabricators, which is, at least for me, what grenades are for. So I don't know what the hell it's doing on that. And same with gas. Gas can't destroy fabricators, but at least it does damage. So we're going to put that in D tier, just because it does something. And frags are B tier. You get a lot of them, and they can destroy fabricators. Even if they're not that great for, like, a lot of things. They destroy fabricators, which is what I bring grenades for, really. The incendiaries are also B tier. They're just kind of lame. They're just there, and they don't really do anything that special. High explosives. These are the default weapons. Even though you already have frag grenades when you start the game, these are the default weapons. I'm gonna put them in C tier, just because I don't know the stats. Okay, I'm not looking at a wiki right now, but they just never seem to do that much. Like, they just kind of sit there, and they don't seem to do that much damage or have that much range. So that's why we're not going to put them that high. And then we have, of course, the Incendiary Impact Throwable Weaponry, which is what its image file name is called on the wiki. And this, I don't know the difference between these two, so I'm just going to put them next to each other. But now we're getting somewhere. Impact grenades. These are a solid A tier weapon. They do quite a bit of damage. You only get 3 of them. And little known fact, you can go underneath a Strider, throw these 3 grenades up at its belly, and it'll die. A bit of a risky strat to rush there, especially with Devastators, but it can work, and it's definitely good. Stuns. Stuns have the same problem all stun weapons do. Why would I bring a stun when I could bring a gun. Bars. Thermites. They're just really good. They're just so good. True anti-tank grenades are hard to come by, and they're really good at what they do. So, next up we got the grenade pistol, which is just, I don't know where to put it, man. I hear it's good on bugs. I don't play a lot of bugs. I hear it's good on bugs. It is actually probably really good to have a secondary that can take down fabricators. Fantastic idea, probably. I'm gonna put it in A tier because it seems like it would be good, at least in terms of utility. Damage, maybe not that much. The ultimatum. Now, this thing used to be my baby. You know, this thing was this was what I loved in life more than anything, more than my own dog. And very recently, recording this video, they nerfed it. And they nerfed it in a subtle way. They reduced its explosive force. Is this called? Oh, yeah, demolition force. They reduced the demolition force, which means this thing can no longer one-shot stratagem jammers. Now, if you started playing the game yesterday and didn't know this somehow, the ultimatum, you used to be able to run up to a stratagem jammer, or actually a lot of different buildings, and just immediately blow it up and then run away, and it was the funniest thing ever. And it really just cheesed stratagem jammers, and they recently nerfed it, and they also reworked it to be more of a crowd control weapon, which isn't that useful on bots, so we're going to give it B tier. However, it is still a very, very cool weapon. I love the idea of just a grenade pistol on steroids. And after that, we have the full-blown grenade launcher, D tier. It's the indecisive man's weapon, you know. It's not anti-tank. It's not full-on chaff. It's kind of just the grenade launcher. Moving on to the heavy machine gun. This thing, I don't know where to put it. Because it is cool. It is really cool. It's fun to use. But it's not that effective. I think we're going to put it in A tier. I think we have to. Because it's not all that good. It almost works as like a single fire. Like setting it to single fire, if you could, would almost be better. It just has too much recoil to be used effectively. Unless you build your whole loadout around it. Which I don't know why you would. Because it's not even that good anyways. And next up we got the Char 5 Dominator. I've never understood this weapon. Like, it kind of just seemed like a fancy bolt-action rifle to me. Are the rounds special? Are they? I genuinely couldn't tell when I used the weapon. And I think we have to put it in D tier. Throwing knives. Why? Why? They can't destroy fabricators. They do minimal damage. They're not good at anything. I think we have to do communist trash. I think we have to. The Las 5 Scythe. It's really simple. It's in the Helldivers Mobilize, I think. It shoots a beam of energy. I personally don't like it. And the reason I don't like it is because I don't like the energy weapons. I don't like the heatsink system. It's probably better than magazines. But, like, I don't like it. However, the dagger is actually slightly better. Purely because it doesn't occupy my primary. It occupies my less used secondary slot. And less important secondary slot. The Las Sickle is good. It's A tier. It's kind of just this. It's not even as good as the Liberator, in my opinion. It's kind of slightly worse. A slightly better dagger, which is a slightly better scythe. And it is mid. It is mid as hell. And the double-edged sickle. Haha, edge. All the 5-year-olds are laughing in the comments now. Is also not really something I like. You know, it's just kind of it's a cool weapon concept, a weapon that sets you on fire. But honestly, I prefer my helldivers raw instead of flambéed. And if you're using the last 58 Talon, you're an idiot. That's how it goes. You want to be a cowboy? Use the Senator. You want a hand cannon? Use the Senator. You want a laser secondary? Use the dagger. Why are you using the last 58 Talon? I don't understand it. And also the laser cannon. It's not good at anything. This isn't the Quasar cannon, mind you. This is the laser cannon. And it's just... I can't, for the life of me, figure out what this weapon is supposed to do. I can't get it in my head. The next weapon we have is the machine gun. Just the good old-fashioned, classic little machine gun. You know what? I think we have to put it in S tier purely because of how iconic it is. It's not fantastic. It's not terrible, but it's not fantastic, which is kind of borrowing it from General Brash's personal weapon. But it is very much iconic. It's in the trailer. If you watch the trailer, you see a lot of it. We talked about it a little bit in our machine gun video, which nobody watched because the thumbnail was garbage. The MP98 Knight. I don't know how to rank this because I never used it, and I won't ever use it because I'm not a super citizen. So I'm going to put it in B tier and assume it's a mid-weapon. The Peacemaker. I don't know why I'm staying for it because it's communist trash. Use the Uzi. Use the Redeemer. The Peacemaker is a non-full auto version of the P19, which just makes it useless. The Senator. Skadoosh. You see, unlike a United States Senator, this thing is extremely competent. Haha, political joke. And it has heavy AP. It's one of the only weapons in the entire game to have heavy AP. And it, quite frankly, does it all. It's my personal pick, even to this day. And it is the entire reason, the only reason, why Steeled Veterans, in my opinion, is the best warband in the game. Because you get access to a secondary that could qualify as a primary. This thing could be a support weapon. If it was a support weapon, it would be like a C tier support weapon. Isn't that crazy? The Stim Pistol is A tier purely because it allows you to heal your teammates, even if it's not that great. I like healing my teammates, and it's good that people have this support option. I think it's very important to be able to play a support class if you want to. I don't want to, so I'm not gonna use it. But it's good to have that option, and it is the only thing that does what it does. So you got to give it points for that, obviously. The P19 Redeemer, S tier weapon. Just an Uzi secondary is always going to be an S tier weapon for me. I love it. It's also kind of a get off my back because of how close range it is, in the same vein as the Tomahawk. Get off my back. I've got chaff on me. I need cleared out. I would think it's actually pretty good for stealth. Maybe secondaries are inherently quieter, so maybe it is good for stealth. And then the Crisper. I never used the Crisper that much, so I'm not sure how to rank it. But I think I'm going to rank it in C tier. Flamethrower, awesome. Secondary, it's also got very short range, but it doesn't kill people as fast. So it does kind of fall. It's trying to be a get off my back weapon, but it's failing because of the other options and of the fact that it's a flamethrower. The Verdict is a pocket senator. Well, not like... you already fit this in your pocket. This is a Walmart Senator, and I'm tired of pretending it's not. Medium AP, not all that great. Even on bots. Ammo economy... It's not bad. It's nothing notable, really. But where you really get into... I don't know how to put it. When you get into where this weapon falls apart is comparing it to the Senator and what it's supposed to do. It's just not good. The Senator has a niche that it fills while also being good at everything else. This thing is not as good as everything else as the Senator and does not have a niche. But, however, it is still good, so we're going to put it in A tier. Apparently, this weapon is mid. I genuinely have not used it. I just haven't. Apparently, it's not great, but not terrible. And same goes for the pistol. I've actually heard good things about the pistol, so we're going to put that in A tier. I'm just trying to speed through this part of the video because these are some weapons I haven't necessarily used. And I'm basing this kind of off community opinion, how cool they look. Do I have to explain myself? What the fuck is a burst fire sniper rifle? But apparently this one's really good. I haven't used it, and I don't like the plasma weapons, I'm gonna be honest, but apparently this one's like one of the better weapons in the game. So it's going S tier, but not G tier, I guess. General precious personal weapon. The Quasar Cannon. S tier weapon. S tier weapon. The debate between the Quasar Cannon and the recoilless rifle will go on until the end of time. I genuinely feel like that debate will last longer than Helldivers 2 itself, because so many people yap about it all the time. It's inescapable whenever you equip one or the other, you know? But I prefer the Quasar Cannon. Wait, what am I saying? I prefer the recoilless rifle, but the Quasar Cannon is a very good alternative, so it's going in S tier instead of, here's a spoiler warning, this thing's going in General Brash's personal weapon. Next up, what is this called again? The R6 Deadeye. I don't know. It's, I haven't used it much. Nobody really talks about it. Nobody uses it, to my knowledge. I think we gotta do it. I think we gotta put it here. Alright, next up, the Eruptor. This is apparently a very good weapon, so we're going to put it in the S tier. I haven't used it. Back when Sato played the game, he loved it. He's taking a bit of a break right now due to some personal reasons. Admiral Sato. I'll be uploading a video soon. The Diligence. The Diligence is one of my favorite primaries across the entire game. It's not my favorite, so it's not going in General Brush's personal weapon, but it is extremely effective at killing Devastators. It is really, really, really good at what it does. And what it does is very useful. Actually, we're going to put it in A tier. Okay, listen, I need to make this list smaller. The Diligence Counter Sniper is going to go... It's going to join it in S tier. It's going to join it in S tier. Personally, I prefer the regular Diligence. The higher damage doesn't break any thresholds, so what's the point? And, like, the Diligence already one-shots class 1 and 2s, so what's the point of doing more damage? And you know my thoughts about medium AP. Maybe I'll make a video on that someday in the Defense O series. But really, I just prefer this. Constitution! It's the Constitution, man. It's awesome. If you, listen, out there, to all those people who run the Constitution daily, you have not only my utmost respect, but if you, like, I don't know, if I find you in real life, I will give you $50 if you use the Constitution on the regular, because you're just the coolest patriot ever imaginable. Next up we have the Railgun. The Railgun was always one of those weapons for me. This weapon has a history, a big one, but it was always one of those weapons for me that, like the Jar 5 Dominator, I couldn't figure out what it was supposed to do. It's anti-tank, but it's not all that effective, honestly, in my experience. I mean, it's good at killing Hulks, but not tanks, so what's the point? You know? The recoilless rifle. Ooh, baby, the recoilless rifle. This is my beloved right here. This is everything I love about Helldivers 2 in a weapon. And the airburst. Next up, we will make a video on the recoilless rifle. Actually, I had an idea for a video where it's an Ace Attorney style like debate between me and Sato. Sato uses the Quasar, and I use the recoilless, so we could have a debate over it. I don't know. Leave a comment if you like that idea for a video. What was I talking? Yeah, the airburst rocket launcher. It's a B tier weapon because it kills your friends, but it also kills bad guys. It's good at horde clearing, which honestly, you know what? Actually, we're going to move it down to C. Because while it is good at horde clearing is not a big part of playing bots. Next up we have, what's it called again? Damn it. The Punisher. I gotta do it, man. I gotta do it. It's so, this, I don't like to use shotguns. You know what? That's my confession. Throw me up against the wall. Call in the democracy officer. I don't really love shotguns. I just prefer to be able to fight from a distance. So many automatons are already close range. But the Punisher really does what it's good at. You know, close range. They're like the Punisher family and really shotguns. Like the Punisher family is already like nothing's better at close range. And I think the Punishers are just... I think the basic Punisher is easily one of the best. Punisher Plasma. I don't like plasma weaponry, so it's going in C... yeah, it's going in C tier purely because I've never used it, but I don't like plasma weaponry, and I don't even like shotguns that much. I just had to put this because, like, it's good, so I have to put the Punisher in general brushes. Also, it's iconic, and everybody loves it. But I don't personally like it, but that's not the only factor. I think the Slugger is just a B tier weapon. I don't know. It's like, why would you use the Slugger over the Diligence Counter Sniper, or the Diligence, or the Adjudicator, even? It never really did anything for me, and the same goes with the Halt. The Halt's kind of just like, it has like the ammo switching gimmick, right? But if you're gonna use the flechette rounds, just use the Punisher. And if you're going to use the stun rounds, don't, because stunning is bad when you could kill. Bushwhacker is also very, very, very much a get-out-of-my-face weapon. And it is actually good at it. We've, for the first time in human history, created a get-out-of-my-face weapon that is good. Obviously, no, that's not the first time in history. But it is quite good. And the Breaker. I don't know, I feel like... Yeah. Yeah, it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. It's A tier. Now, the reason I didn't want to do this is because now it isn't like the recording doesn't look right. I apologize, and I can't even select things, so I'm gonna have to. You know what? I don't even think we can put it in A tier, purely because of that. It should be A tier, but I'm gonna put it in B tier just so I can fix that slight issue. I don't know if that was fully visible on your end what's happening, but you know. This thing is just total. Like, this is my favorite shotgun. Except for this one, these two are equal, in my opinion. They're just genuinely good. This thing is apparently really good, but I don't like it. Again, we're going to speed through the shotguns section, purely because I don't really like the shotguns. I don't like shotguns in general in a lot of video games. But I do have to respect the SMG reprimand, not because it's good, it's in fact a D-tier weapon in my opinion, but just because it tried really hard to be cool and failed, much like me in general. We're also going to maybe speed through the SMGs, because I don't like them either. It's like, just use the ARs. They're all B-tier, really. They're not good at what they... like, they don't really have a niche. You know, it's important for your primary to be able to do something important, like kill class 2 automatons. That's really the job of every primary fighting the bots. But genuinely, there's nothing there with the SMGs. They're not good at killing class 2 automatons. They're good at killing class 1 automatons. You know what else is killing? You know what else is good at killing? Sorry, stuttering. This is all one long take if you didn't notice by how bad it was. Literally every other weapon in the game. Alright, the spear. The spear is actually... It's not very good. It's not very good. We actually made a mistake, by the way, in one of our most popular videos, the ocular method. We made the mistake of saying the spear could do the ocular method. Turns out nothing except the recoilless rifle can do the ocular method. We just kind of like wrote that. I just kind of like wrote that without testing it or really thinking about it for 2 seconds. But turns out nothing does enough damage except the recoilless to do the ocular method, which is why it's better than the quasar. Anyways, next up we got the assault rifle. We get the SMG that's an assault rifle, which is a B tier weapon, and the assault rifle that's an SMG, which is also a B tier weapon. Then we have the stalwart, which isn't that great at bots, because it definitely is good on other factions. But like, what is it supposed to, like, really? This is your primary... I'm sorry, this is your support weapon. It feels like a primary, and it's your support weapon. And the Wasp is S tier. Actually, I can't put it in S tier, can I? No, it's too big. No. You know what? You know what? It deserves General Brash's personal weapon status, because honestly, it's just so cool. It's so cool. I love it so much. It's so cool. It is so cool, and the way it shoots and everything it does. And then the sterilizer is communist trash because, oh my god, it does no damage. It is a get off me weapon, or get off my back, but in your support weapon slot. Like, what? I know that's kind of like a Sniper Wolf level reaction. What? But like, it definitely has a niche, but when your support weapon gets out-niched by a friggin' Tomahawk secondary, you know you messed up. Anyways, that is the end of the video we have produced. Thank you very much for the nobody who watched all the way to the end. If you did watch all the way to the end, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, come to this address at this time and beat the shit out of me. Address will be displayed on screen. Thank you very much for watching, and bye.